Oh. English. A long time ago. I don't know if this game really suffers from being too dark, but we'll do that. It is 12:08. Okay. Oh, okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. I have played the Stanley Parable a very, 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 very long time ago. Like, very long time. Like, I think back when the original came out on Steam, maybe. So it's been a while. Who knows how much I remember of it. But there's a lot more stuff in this version, apparently. I've seen some snippets of the kind of things to expect in here, so I'm excited. Anything I want to mess with in here? That seems fine. That seems fine. I don't need that, I think. Enables translation on top of it. No, that's fine. No. Wait. Additional text to gameplay critical color. No. Content warnings. Enables content warnings and an option to skip sections of the game that deal with suicide. Oh. I think it should be okay because they're not that bad unless they've made some. Well, if it's bad, I can always cut it out myself. Reduce motion. I think it should be fine. That should be fine. Oh. That should all be fine. Interact, pause, crouch. Oh, okay. Begin the game. Never the end is never the end is never the end is loading new.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
I wonder if they changed this. No, this seems to be the same video from the original launch of this game.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment.
I wonder what it says there on the screen if you like zoom in.
He had been made exactly for this job.
Probably something funny knowing this game.
Was happy.
And then one day,
something very peculiar happened.
I remember some of it.
Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
That is such a crunchy monitor,
no one
too.
had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh, I'm in control. Man, someone playing this game with no experience would probably wonder, oh, I'm so slidey, why the monitors are so fat and chunky. Okay. Oh, I can't quite look. I hate Mondays. Okay. Oh, I can like... Why am I just typing? You can't jump. No, seriously, I wasn't trying to. Awarded for getting any of the other... Oh, does this game have like a gag list trophy? Hold on. Platinum, beat the game. Test trophy description. Replace this. Oh, boy. Welcome back. Quit the game and start it again. Play for the entire duration of a Tuesday. 88888888. Okay. In under 4 minutes 22 seconds, not including load times. Click on door 435 times. Get all settings sliders in the menu to all the available... Oh, my God. Super go outside. Don't play the Stanley Parable for 10 years. Well, considering that 7.4% of the players have it, I'm willing to bet there's a workaround for that. What was that? 430? 28?
All of his co-workers were gone.
Oh.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Let's say number one, Dad.
Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the trophy?
Yes.
Click a door 5 times? Is that all you think a trophy is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks? Now, suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
I believe this was in the original. Why is my frame late? Hey, you okay over there, Capture? You doing fine?
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
All right, we'll do 50 clicks then.
No. I'm
Was
still
that
not
50 already?
feeling it. I want this
Oh, maybe
trophy
50
to
total.
have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way no matter the cost.
Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
Four, 5, 6. There's a lot of doors in this place. He said 417, right? I don't even remember how many he
Great.
said.
Now, go click a few times on door 437.
I think I was back over here. Maybe not. Oh, there.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
Yes, this is very much the personality of this game. 415.
Now, back to door number 437.
And how many?
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
Where?
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Okay.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
Brrr. How do you do that? Oh, no, again.
Yes! This is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
That was right here.
We've almost got it! Now the copy machine, do that one again!
Okay. Copy machine.
Finish it off, Stanley!
Oh, isn't there a
5
thing?
clicks on door 430! Yes! We did it!
That's
Oh,
a great
wow.
trophy
That
icon.
felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today.
Isn't there a gag, I think, with this window where a guy will just be, like, walking past? There's a bunch of stuff. I hate Mondays. All right. Back to the... Oh, man, here's the moment.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Do I want to go off kilter? Or, you know what? Let's do the regular route one time, and then we start goofing.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a
Bathroom
wave of
closet.
disbelief,
Oh, the bathroom
Stanley
closet.
decided to go up to his boss's office,
Complete today's
hoping he
unfinished
might find
agenda
an answer
items.
there.
Right. Okay.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
No, I didn't. What is it? Oh, it's just a weird reflection.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Why does it look like... Wow, that's a flat texture for the cables. It looks like there was a breaker box here at one point. I guess they just removed it and painted over.
It was baffling.
Wow, it's all
that Stanley
such
was
flat
still just
textures.
sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Sweet, I forgot. Wow, I forgot about all of this.
Are you really still in the broom closet?
I sure am.
Standing around doing nothing?
Yep.
Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Well, this is that you have dialogue.
You
Doesn't it
do
start going-
realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
Does he do the gag? The broom closet. He does like a really funny voice. Oh wait, first he makes fun of
This is somehow
Stanley.
its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending."
Why is
was
the
mine,
the
right,
room closet?
I hope your friends find this concerning.
Why was it pink? Just to like really enunciate that he's not happy?
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid.
Or
He probably
emphasize.
only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
I forget when he tells you. I think there's a point where he's like, "All right, you can."
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed in front of your screen.
Yep.
Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Okay, I think now.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
But couldn't I?
You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
I think that's it. Oh.
Coming to a staircase,
I forgot how
Stanley
many different
walked
places.
upstairs to his boss's office.
Where would that door even go? Oh, never mind. This building has a weird layout. Ooh. To be rich, is it a crime? To commit crimes, isn't it rich? What a life it would be to have to pick just one. Extreme bathrooms. Time. This is the clock. What does it say? Can I, like, hop on the toilet? No, I guess not. Oh, that mirror. Right. Mirror tech was nothing when this game came out. Oh, there's a thing you can do with the doors, too. Wow, there's a lot of stuff.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this.
Certificate
what
of
dark
Palm.
secret was being held from him? What he could not have known
I can't read
was
what
that
it
the
says.
keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845.
Is
But
this
of
the 8
course,
thing?
Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Eight.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs.
Oh, right, he gets mad
Trying
if
to
I take too
input
long.
Anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
I like these weird, like, I don't know, emu plates?
2845.
Man, this is a tall room. It's like 2 rooms stacked. Take the most expensive... Wait, I am the most expensive boss.
But it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Oh, I can't go up. Loading.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Oh.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the
Oh, and
large
there's this
door
one
that
too?
read Mind Control Facility.
There's a lot to this game. Oh, right.
The lights rose.
Where's
on
the
an
pirate?
enormous
I know there's
room
one here
packed
that's a
with
pirate.
Television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life.
Fired.
Their true nature revealed.
Pirate.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Fired. Where's Pirate? I thought Pirate was one of these. Wasn't there a thing you could, like, also fall into the abyss? Like, you could clip out somehow? Oh, wait. Whoops! Well, that was it.
Aha! You've made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. Welcome! You see, back when the Stanley Parable first launched in
Oh, they changed it.
2013, getting to the bottom of the mind control facility was a bug that we simply didn't catch during development. And you all sent us lots of photos of it on Twitter and acted very superior about it. And you're all very, very clever. Good for you. Anyway, when it came time to update the game, we knew that we had to do something about this little goof of ours. So here you go. New content.
Ooh.
You can call it the bottom of the mind control room ending, if that enhances your perception of the value of these updates. Isn't that what you crave? New content?
Sure.
Always more content, more. And I'm here to give it to you.
Oh.
I'm here to make it seem like we really covered every nook and cranny of the game, with secrets and Easter eggs. How about this? We wrote a new piece of music just for this section. You won't hear it anywhere else in the game. It's a secret that's just for you. That's how special you are.
Oh.
We call this track, Good Job You've Made It to the Bottom of the Mind Control Facility. Well done.
Good job, you did it.
What is...
Good job.
Good job.
3, 2, 1. Good job, you made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. jumped on the catwalk. You should have been careful, you should have been careful. It used to be a bug, but now it's an ending, now it's an ending. I believe in you, I believe in your ability to cross this barrier and chase your dreams.
Well, this is fun.
Feelings don't mean anything. Good job, you did it. Good
What
job,
the hell's that
you
room?
did it. Good job, you did
Like
it.
a red
Good
one.
job, you did it. Good job.
There
you
was one
did
that said
it.
pirate.
Good job, you did it. 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 Good job, you did it.
So, okay, cool. Oh, okay, I was gonna say, does it ever restart, or? Well, let's go for the speed run now,
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
right?
Stanley decided
'Cause I think
to
I
go
was
to
close
the
to the
meeting room.
ending of the
Perhaps
game.
he had simply missed a memo.
I think the narrator actually gets angry at
When
you if you go
Stanley
too
came
fast,
to a
though.
set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either.
What was it, 4 minutes and 20
Feeling a wave
seconds?
of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an
2,
indication of
8.
any human life. What could it mean? Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to
Oh,
just
is there a
let the
strat to
narrator
not-
talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
Is the strat actually to let him finish saying things so that... Let's see how long this takes.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated,
Okay, that's not
Stanley
that
calmly
long.
walked forward into the opened passageway.
There's so much in this game, it's ridiculous. I wonder how fast. 4 minutes and 20 seconds. It doesn't seem that long, and I can go off my own time here, so it's probably been about, what, a minute and a half, maybe? Why is the preview so laggy? That's
Stanley walked
concerning.
straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Yep, yep.
What horrible secret did this place
How
hold?
big would these
Stanley
these screens
thought
actually have to
himself.
be?
Did he have the strength to find out?
Considering the size of them, they'd be huge.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Elevator, please.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content.
All right, this whole
Walking,
thing. Well, I'm gonna have
eating,
to come back here
working,
anyways.
All of it monitored and commanded from this very
What does it
place.
say? Mind
And as the
control
cold reality of his
system.
past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Okay.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
Oh, I can see why this takes the longest, because this
Even
is...
as the immense door slowly opened,
Yeah.
Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives,
I guess the bulk of the time comes from this.
and that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing.
Ooh,
Stanley stepped through the open door.
looks like North England. Or North UK.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Yes, but did Stanley do it fast enough? It doesn't look like it's been 44 minutes. Beat the game. Okay. No, I guess it wasn't fast enough. Wow.
All of his co-workers
Okay, well,
were
now we
gone.
gotta start doing all the
What could it mean?
variations.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I should really be looking around, because things do change.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let's see, actually. Okay.
Yet there was not a
Since
single
we're not getting
person there
fired.
either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Can I go back in here and get...
Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Okay. I go
Coming to a
down there.
staircase,
There's so
Stanley
many
walked
things.
upstairs to his boss's office. Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley
Oh.
pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Kill surprise.
Oh, I guess that's how you're supposed to do it fast. Interesting. You have to have annoyed the narrator enough that he wants to do that. Can you restart? Oh. I kind of want to see if I can do it.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office.
Okay.
Coming to a staircase,
No more
Stanley
rooms.
walked upstairs to his boss's office.
So it does save progress. Oh, it's like opening before I even get in the
Here's
room.
the door, just go.
Okay. Well, so if you've annoyed him, then it makes it faster. You have to sacrifice a run. Or 2, technically.
I can't wait to tell this story to my
Oh.
co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing.
That's new. Apparently this trick to this is to just keep
Stanley
restarting
came to a set of 2 open
And-
doors. He entered
and make
the
him
door
more
on his
annoyed,
left.
and he'll kind of just let you... He'll, like, make shortcuts for you.
Yet there was not. Whoops. Nope. Never mind.
Oh.
Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me.
Apparently this is something
Why
you need to
did
do.
Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to
Huh.
his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
Do I go back in and back out? No, I guess I go into the boss's office and then...
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again.
Yep.
This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have, an incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow. I'm bolted to the edge of
How
my
much
seat.
dialogue did they record for this game? I'd be curious to see the script. It must be insane.
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
Okay.
Surely this time Stanley will walk forward into the spooky corridor, won't he?
Oh, apparently I gotta do that 2 more times.
Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No. It's time once again to go back up in the elevator. I can't even begin to grapple with what might be up there. Is it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense is killing me.
I don't think this is new. I think this has always been in the game and I just never saw this. But that's the beauty of this game. I could play this game for like a full day and there'd still be plenty of stuff I'd never seen.
Oh my god. It's the boss's office. This absolutely changes everything for me. Give me a time out here for a minute while I process this.
Huh? Oh.
Okay, I'm ready.
Ugh.
I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No, wait. No, I need more time to process.
Okay. So what does it say? You gotta... He plans a quick route to the finish line.
All right, I have fully come to terms with it. I have made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality.
Okay.
As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley.
You sure?
Of course. Going back down in the elevator. How did I not anticipate it? I mean,
Is
sure,
this the
now it's
thing?
obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted
wonder.
before. I had no frame of reference to even anticipate it. That's just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive.
Is he gonna say anything? No? Okay, back up. Is he gonna say anything still? No, I guess he's done. Okay. Oh, was it faster?
You know what?
Oh, wait, hold on.
I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's stop for a moment. Don't you realize? It's the anticipation, Stanley. You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator. But the suspense, the agony of waiting and anticipating and having to guess, that's the real thrill. Oh, I simply don't want to let that feeling go. It's so precious, so fleeting. Why don't we take this elevator ride nice and slow?
Oh.
There we go. Isn't this so much more exciting? You know, Stanley, it seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible. They want big, explosive moments flung right in their faces from the very moment that things get started.
Yeah.
Where's the tension? Where's the trust in the audience?
I do like
To build
tense
a
moments in
slow and
games.
nuanced appreciation for the story, the characters. Why aren't we given time to imagine the surprises?
Wow, this elevator's
To have
so
to think
slow.
And to anticipate, and then to marvel at the eventual reveal. This is storytelling, Stanley. What you and I are doing right now. This is the most exciting narrative to be developed in years.
That doesn't seem very
and
safe.
It's really all because of you. You're the one who took this bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over. Truly, I mean it. This is unique and different. It's not like anything else out there. You see, I want stories that surprise me, Stanley. I want to have to think. I want to be engaged and not pandered to. We're being fed such unimaginative drivel all the time, and we all know it, which is why we're so starved for content that makes us feel sharp and vital and alive.
I kind of want
That's
to...
why people like you
well,
so
not
much,
yet.
Stanley. Because you're not afraid to spit in the
But
face of tradition.
look up a
You're
list of
role model,
endings
you
for
know?
this game.
People look up to you. Which is why,
Boy, it must be
though I didn't
so
know when to
long.
spring this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference for you.
Eh?
So that you can talk about your work and your storytelling and your life. Yes, I know you're not much for the public eye, but I thought it would especially mean a lot to the people who have been following you from the beginning. They really look up to you, Stanley. I don't know if you realize the impact you have on them. This is the kind of gesture that might leave a tremendous impact on them for the better. Oh, good, we're here.
Oh. Well, this is different.
Okay, the room where we're holding the press conference
Oh,
should be
he's on
just
Stanley.
around the corner here somewhere.
World's healthiest human being, all tricks revealed. How we did it, the pyramids. Live, the guy who went to Mars. Huh? Wow. It's quite a theater he seems to have. An evening with world peace, baby.
Ah,
The Stanley
yes,
Parable
here
Stanley,
it is,
tonight live on
just
stage.
through this door.
The man... I can't read what that says. The myth, the legend, the parable. The process? Oh, the man, the process, the myth, the legend, the parable. Stanley. From the Stanley Parable. A Q&A with world's first sentient machine. It would be a car manufacturing... No, it's not... they use those in car manufacturing plants.
All right, are you ready?
Stanley
I told them
Ryder.
you're going to speak a little bit
Almonds,
about the
chair,
nature
gum,
of
table.
surprise
Is his
in
last name Ryder?
storytelling and what it means to craft a truly unpredictable narrative. Oh, don't worry, you'll do great. Just be yourself and speak from the heart. I'm really proud
Featured-
of you, Stanley. Okay, it looks like they're ready for you.
Featured
Go get 'em.
remote speak? No. Keynote speaker. The Lord. Meet and greet. Doing great. A conversation with Alexander the Great. What? This is like what AI generated stuff wishes it was. What does that say? Break a leg champ, your boss. Stanley, my true love for you grows every day. You make me feel alive. Your wife from the apartment ending. I love the way you ride elevators. No one tells stories the way you do. Go get him, Tiger. Stanley me. David? Age 6. Thanks for showing me that cool skateboard trick in the parking lot. You're too cool. Good luck on stage. Rock on. Break a leg champ. Oh, wow. Boss gave me 2 notes. Remember, Stanley. Congratulations, Stanley. Remember where you came from, your coworkers. Oh, someone's been traveling. Wish you were here. Aloha from the Freedom ending. Narrator Airlines official. I went to the mind control facility and all I got was this lousy sticker. 8. Adventure awaits. I played the demo. Oh, that's right. There was a demo for this originally. Oh, look, it's a little office mini golf thing. Oh. Oh. Whoa. Was this also in the original? Wow. Is that the conference ending?
All of his co-workers were gone.
Okay, we seem to be
What
back
could
to
it
normal.
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. I'm going to try to speedrun again and see if there's anything else I need to do.
How wonderful. Stanley was alone.
New dialogue.
Finally. This is great, he thought to himself. This is what I've wanted all along. I got what I wanted.
Yeah, I gotta do a
Stanley
few more
came to a
things.
set of 2 open doors. He
And I
entered
think
the
I
door
should
on
be
his
good to
left.
go. Apparently you can also get lucky and get a specific,
Yet there was not
starting
a single
room
person
spawn?
here either.
but I'm not gonna
Feeling
count
a
on that.
wave of
I'm just gonna...
disbelief, Stanley decided
I'm
to
just gonna
up
go
to
for
his
it.
boss's office.
Oh, okay. You gotta start with the... Oh wow, that does make it
When
faster.
Stanley came to a set of 2
Okay, this
open
might be the
doors,
run then.
He entered the door on his left.
Wow, that makes it much faster. It's literally just a little hallway that skips all of the...
Yet there was not a single
all the
person
other
there
offices.
either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Okay.
Stanley decided to go up
Well,
to
let's
his
see.
boss's office.
Can I
Coming to a
do- can I go
staircase,
fast?
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Everything should still be... Yep, we got the
Here's
immediate
the door
elevator
to-
access. I don't know if doing that also made this elevator faster. I don't think it did, so I don't... Maybe I misunderstood that specific direction. Let's see. It's probably been about 30 seconds so far. Maybe a little bit more.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control
There's
Facility.
even a trick here to do. I have to hit the button, get on the chair, and go over the platform correctly.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with
then
television
like
screens.
this.
What horrible secret did this place hold?
Apparently that
Thought to
is
himself.
crucial,
Did he
'cause
have the strength to
I
find
guess
out?
otherwise you're waiting around.
Now the monitor.
But then you gotta wait for these anyways, so...
Their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee
There's
in
Pirate.
the building. Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to
Come on,
images
come on,
on
come
a
on, come on,
screen.
come on, come on.
And Stanley, one of them.
I want to do it.
eternally
I want to
monitoring
do
this
it.
place
I don't
where
even really know why.
This mind control facility.
Yeah, there's apparently a bunch
was
of
too
different variations to
horrible
like the
believe it
beginning
couldn't
area
be true.
that you can start in
Had
depending on
Stanley
just
really been
what
under
the game
someone's
rolls.
control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No.
Which one was
He
Pirate? Was
refused
that Pirate?
to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Let me in. Let me in. Let me
Here
in. Let
was
me
the
in.
proof, the heart of the operation.
I don't know if this was fast
Controls
enough.
labeled with
Even as fast as
emotions,
I did go.
Happy or sad or content, walking, eating, working.
Wow,
all
that's
of
a
it
difficult-
monitored and
that's a
commanded
difficult
from
one.
This very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided.
Because this part, let's see how long this takes. I'm starting now. Or not now, but 5 seconds ago.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
It's already been 15 seconds.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command.
30 seconds.
Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone?
45
How had he
seconds.
been freed from the machine's grasp?
Wow, this takes so
What
long.
other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even
I don't know what else I can do to make it
power
faster.
that
I'll
he
just
had
have to
been
watch a
seeking,
video otherwise.
but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand.
That's been a minute.
But to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go.
Wow, does this take a full
what to
2
do,
minutes to open?
Or how to feel. Whatever life he
Okay,
lives,
minute 15.
it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Minute 30.
Stanley
okay,
felt
cool.
the cool breeze upon his skin.
Not including load time.
The
Okay,
feeling
cool.
of liberation.
Wow, so that takes a minute and
Immense
what did I figure?
possibility of
30
the new
seconds?
path before him.
So really,
This was
that's
exactly
a
the
huge
way,
impact on
right
the
now,
time. Is just
that
having to
things
sit to
were
that
meant to
cutscene.
happen. and Stanley was happy.
Cool. What were the other trophies? There was the Tuesday one, the go outside one, the one about that was like a... Oh, the blue rooms. Wow. This is also rare.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Is this the...
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting.
I know
room.
one of
Perhaps
the
he had
rooms...
simply missed a memo.
Or one of the variations is how the game originally was in the beta.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Does he get angry if I keep doing it? Welcome to the whiteboard ending. Dog mode? Oh no. Let's turn that off. What does that say? The whiteboard ending. Okay. No commentary on that.
When Stanley came
Okay,
to a set
now
of
we can
two
start
open
doing
doors,
variations.
He entered the door on his left.
Let's start with the furthest ones because it takes so long to get back there.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yep. I haven't been checking the bathroom because I've been in such a rush. It seems to be all the same.
Here's the door, just go.
I'm going. I'm so nervous why the capture is... Well, actually, it seems like it's smoothed out now. I mean, I know it's always a little... It's not quite the same frame rate because it doesn't need to be, but... It also should be high enough so I can make sure nothing bad is happening.
Large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I don't need to rush anymore because there's always a chance I'll go careening off into the...
packed with television screens.
So let's see. The
What
pirate
horrible
should
secret
be...
did this place hold?
Is it
Stanley
that one?
thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Or is it that one? I don't remember. It was one of the top isolated ones. See, I think it's when you're on the elevator over there. I think it's that one.
Now the monitors jumped to life.
There's Pirate.
Their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee.
What is Pirate even
in the
looking?
building.
It's just an office,
Stanley's
okay.
co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images
You know,
of
they
screen.
must have a
And
good
suddenly,
retention rate
one of
here
them
for their
eternally
employees because there's only like
wandered
2 or
in
3
this
fired
place
ones
where
out of this
freedom meant nothing.
enormous wall of numbers. 2... Maybe only 2. And a broken screen, so... Who knows what's going on with
This
that one?
mind control facility. It was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No.
Oh, please.
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept
I love there's just like
it.
things in
His
the distance
own
that you can
life
never
in
access, like that little
someone else's
catwalk.
Control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life?
Because it makes you think,
utterly
well, there's always a
blind to
chance
the
I can go
world?
that way.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions.
Ooh.
Happy,
I
or
didn't actually look
sad,
down. That's neat.
or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality
actually
of his
read what the
past
command
began
says
to
up there.
sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would
I
never
don't know
again
that I can read it
exert
clearly.
its terrible power over another human life.
Shows a zoom
For
button.
he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Can you go careening off in here too? No. Turn it on.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go. Turn the controls off and leave.
If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex.
It's
How
so
long is the
ridiculous.
detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense
I love
of
how
everything,
meta-narrative
take
this
back
gets.
the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock, why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door.
You have 3 attempts for me.
Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along.
It sure
it's
isn't.
just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
There she goes. Now, I know this version of the game does have a bunch of new content, so I wonder what you do to trigger it. Oh, we're back in the normal.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Mysterious walking guy? No, you're not here.
When Stanley came to a set of 2
Okay,
open doors,
let's just do
he
more
entered the door on his
narrative deviations. At least the ones I remember, and then, like I said, at the end I'll look
Yet
up a
there
list
was not a
just to kind of
single
see.
person here either. Feeling
I wanna see everything, you know?
Stanley
a fun game.
decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his
I
boss's
bet there's
office.
something in the bathroom. 'Cause I don't No, maybe not. It's just, it's such a weird room to have in this room. Wait. Since when could you go in here? What? Business strategy. What? I don't know this elevator. Is this a thing? Oh. They use this music a lot in the game, I remember that. Am I actually going somewhere? This is a long elevator ride. I don't think I went anywhere. Is this just an elevator gag? What? I guess it's just an elevator gag. Okay. That was fun. Oh, wait, there's a... Let me see if I can do it. Hold on.
Here's the door.
Aha. Wait. I think it broke. Oh no, it didn't. That's what you're supposed to do. I don't know if I did that correctly though. Isn't it like you like lose the narrator or something? That door is locked now. Oh wait, I think what this does is it opens up your original, because when you leave your office it gets locked. Oh wait. What's this? You are now leaving. Escape pod bay, floor 760. I kind of remember. I remembered that you can do that with the door and that you go backwards. I don't remember this though. Escape pod bay? Okay. Wow, they really just... Okay, we're doing every single flight of stairs. It's all part of the... It's all part of the gag. Wasn't there one of those anomaly detection games in the last few months that was kind of like this? It's like a apartment building and you walk up and there's like a little landing like this. You have to check everything. I recall a game like that. There was a cat. Escape. Oh. Okay, I am making progress. It's just very dark. Ooh. What happened? Oh, I guess. Okay, that's just... Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
There he is. There's Easter Egg Man. I forget if he's actually the same model as Stanley or if he's just another guy.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Okay,
he
now we
entered
just
the
need to
door
go back
on
up
his
to the
left.
boss's office.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, that's new. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. Oh, instead of honey. I got it.
Here's the door, just go.
You got it, bud. Alright, so the next deviation furthest in would be the escape path, I think. I don't think that has any deviations itself. I think you just go down the hallway and find the ending.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although
No,
this
he didn't.
passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Mm-hmm.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
He sure did.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yep. Here we go.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his
What
death
is on
was
the
of
track
no
in front of
great
me?
loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this
Is
violent
this?
end to his
It's just like a
brief and
block?
shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Okay.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as
We got a
Stanley
new
was
narrator.
led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Whoop.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When
And
every
welcome to the
path
museum.
you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
I wish more games did this still. We're just like, here's all our assets displayed in a museum style thing. Like Metro did it not too far back. Well, I guess kind of, yeah. Stanley's computer. Office layout. This blueprint shows the office from the beginning of the game. The path from Stanley's office to the two doors was the first part of the game that was built. Sections have been added and altered throughout development, though the core layout remains identical to the first iteration. Yep. Look how neat. Wow, it really is a lot longer than I thought. The pacing of this opening section was important to get right. This corridor has been moved and altered to make sure the player reaches the two doors in a good time. The two doors. The set of the two open doors is the very first concrete piece of the Stanley Parable's design. Once this room was created, the rest of the game emerged as an extension of it, an exploration of the contradiction this room posed. Those are filing cabinets, all right. That's at one of the desks. The office. I guess these are different assets for like the room variations. Button sounds. A selection of the sounds used throughout the game when buttons are pressed. Each sound is a mix of a keyboard stroke and a synthesized tone. Office computers. Hey, someone's playing solitaire. Wait, isn't that backwards? Don't you usually have the deck on the right? Installing, what does it say? Installing Chart Pro 2.01. Employee database. The office. Maintenance room, an early version of the maintenance room. Okay. Doesn't matter which way I go. Boss's office. Screens from the development of the boss's office. What kind of like the brutalistic. Although the bookcase does kind of add flavor to it. The office clock, which is not accurate. The lounge. Underground. An early version of the underground portion of the game.
Closely, Stanley. See how it's impossible for the player to do anything in this room. Perfect example of poor level design.
Kevin Brighting, the voice of the narrator, recorded
It's the kind
dialogue
of
for the
thing you'd
entire
pick up
game.
on intuitively if you had even the most fundamental understanding of good and bad.
Roughly 3 separate times over the 2 years of
Of course,
development. These are
human
clips from
beings
early
use,
takes that
you'll
were not
probably spend
used.
the next hour trying to solve it. Here, I'm just going to make this easy on you. Then he pushed the number 8. Where were all of his co-workers? Oh, I don't know. How about Stanley? They're throwing a surprise party for him for all his button pushing.
Oh, I'd love to listen to that. Like, there's probably a video on YouTube of like all the cut takes. Does this link back up to the other side? Freedom ending. This was the very first incarnation of the freedom ending in the game's alpha. This game has gone through a lot of changes. Countdown desk. One of the desks from an early version of the countdown ending. Can you show it to me again? I missed it. There it is. This is the freedom ending as it existed in beta. Oh, so they kind of put the two of them together. Monitor room elevator. For a time, the elevator in the monitor room could go up or down with freedom above and countdown below. We abandoned this when players found it too difficult to remember what was up and what was down, and placed the two endings together instead. Oh. Countdown room. Early version of the countdown room. Game design mock-up. This is the level that William, the level designer, sent Davey, the writer, as a kind of audition piece. The strength of this level got William hired to design the full game. Though much of the environment has changed, the basic layout from this mock-up is still in the game. Very Portal. Actually, I mean, this is built with Source, so... Okay, offices. Stanley's office. From left to right, the evolution of Stanley's office over time. The first was November 2011, March 2012... February 2013. Okay. My God, this museum. From art regarding narrator emails. After the second trailer we asked people to email the narrator for questions. While we had initially planned to use those for further promotional materials, we never found the perfect use for them. Here are a selection of those emails. They make a JRPG. How do you make the worst game ever? What is the difference between a duck? Okay. The lounge. An early version of the lounge. The apartment timer. In a previous version of the choice leading to the apartment apartment ending, a timer would give you 15 seconds to pick up the phone. Not picking up the phone would lead to a different ending. Oh. The cargo lift. The second version was functionally the same as what's in the final game, but we wanted it to look more like a place where cargo was actually stored. The cargo lift was always intended to offer the choice of staying on or jumping to a different path. However, after this early version, we decided that we also wanted the option of the player falling to their death. I'm lost in this place. Maintenance layout. The flow of hallways following the first two doors was important to get right since players will replay them so many times. We discussed a number of designs, but ultimately it was the simplest version that won out. Oh, okay. The meeting room assets. What's this? Zending model. The Zending went through many iterations. This room represents the 4th version of the ending. And we thought it was complete, but decided to abandon and change it shortly before launch. The game is now paused. Escape menu. For a long time, we had an ending that only ended when the player restarted from the escape menu. Unfortunately, very few players realized that this is what they were supposed to do, which was frustrating for everyone. Zending levers. These levers were originally part of the Zending. The player would pull a lever, and the narrator would describe what color they had pulled. I can't actually pull them. The screenshot depicts an early version of the ending known as the Zending, which was eventually cut and merged with another part of the game. Oh, I'm back here. Okay. Getting so twisted and round in here. We ran 4 major teaser trailers over the course of the game's development, each meant to convey something about the spirit of the game. This is the first one, released in May 2012. It features a series of broken rooms and the voice of the narrator informing viewers that he is repairing a new version of the Stanley Parable. Oh, okay. It's the original trailers. Fun. I think that's... I feel like I've seen it all in here, right?
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Okay.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail.
Turn off your PlayStation. There's no other way to beat this game.
As long as you move forward...
I didn't know she
you
actually
walk
says
someone
based on the
else's
system you're
path.
playing.
Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
And then Stanley died. An end. Not the end, just an end. That was weird. Okay. We're going to continue in the next episode. There's still a lot of stuff in this game. And I know it's going to seem like, well, it's probably only a few weird things. No, there's a lot. So, thanks for joining me. Come back, I'll have the next stuff up real soon. But until then, bye.